Kazuma Okamoto joined the Toronto Blue Jays before the 2026 season. He signed a 4-year contract worth $60 million, which means the team believes he can be an important player for them over the next few years. Before coming to Major League Baseball, MLB, Okamoto was already a star in Japan. He played for the Yomiuri Giants, one of the most famous teams in Japan's professional baseball league, MLB. During his time there, he was known as one of the best power hitters in the league. Some other Japanese players also moved to MLB around the same time, like Munetaka Murakami and Tatsuya Imai, but their contracts were smaller than expected. Okamoto's deal, however, was close to what experts predicted, showing that teams had strong confidence in him. Okamoto was famous for hitting a lot of home runs. Between 2018 and 2025, he hit 247 home runs, which is a huge number. Even more impressive, he hit 30 or more home runs every year from 2018 to 2023. But power wasn't his only strength. In baseball, some power hitters swing hard but miss a lot, which leads to strikeouts. Okamoto was different. He didn't strike out too often. From 2020 to 2025, he struck out less than 19% of the time, which is actually very good compared to MLB players. In 2025, he even had the same percentage of walks and strikeouts, 11.3%. That means he was patient and disciplined at the plate, not just swinging wildly. When players move from Japan to MLB, it's normal for them to struggle at first. Pitchers in MLB throw harder, and the overall competition is tougher. Because of this, people expected Okamoto to need some time to adjust. So far, his performance has been pretty solid. In his first 128 chances at bat, called plate appearances, Okamoto has a batting average of .228. Not amazing, but okay. An on-base percentage of .313. How often he gets on base. A slugging percentage of .430 shows his power. Hit 7 home runs, a 107 WRC+, which means he is slightly better than the average MLB hitter. Even though his batting average isn't very high, Okamoto is still helping the team in other ways. He is walking often, about 11% of the time, which helps him get on base when he does hit the ball. He hits it hard and with power overall. He is slightly better than the average MLB hitter, however. There is one problem. Backhand index pointing right, he is striking out almost 30% of the time, which is higher than expected. So, he needs to make more contact with the ball. But since he is still getting on base and hitting for power, he is still useful to the team. Before he came to MLB, some experts were worried about one thing. Backhand index pointing right, could Okamoto handle very fast pitches? In Japan, he sometimes struggled against fastballs thrown at 94 miles per hour or faster. But in MLB so far, he has actually done very well against these fast pitches. Against fastballs of 94 plus mph, Okamoto is hitting .303 batting average, .361 on-base percentage, .636 slugging percentage. These numbers are much better than the league average. This shows that he has improved and is handling faster pitching better than expected. This is a very good sign for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays made some big changes to their team. Star player Bo Bichette left and joined the Mets. Another star, Kyle Tucker, did not sign with them even after a huge offer. Because of this, Okamoto became one of their main new hitters. In simple terms, backhand index pointing right, the team replaced Bichette with Okamoto. This created some risk because the Blue Jays had one of the top 5 offenses in MLB in 2025, and losing a star player could make them worse. And so far in 2026, that's exactly what has happened. The Blue Jays offense is now in the bottom 10 teams with a below-average performance. No, not really. Okamoto has actually been one of the better hitters on the team. Along with Ernie Clement and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he is one of the few players performing above average. He is also doing a decent job on defense at third base. So overall, he is helping the team both. At bat on the field, comparing him to other players, another Japanese player, Murakami, is playing extremely well and putting up amazing numbers. Because of that, Okamoto might seem a bit disappointing when compared to him. But that's not a fair comparison. Okamoto is earning about $15 million per year. In baseball terms, that means the team expects him to be backhand index pointing right, a solid, reliable player, not necessarily a superstar so far. He is doing exactly that. Hitting for power heavy checkmark, getting on base heavy checkmark, playing decent defense heavy checkmark. There are still areas where he can improve. Reduce strikeouts, hit better against other types of pitches, not just fastballs, for example. He is currently struggling a lot against non-fastball pitches. Overall, Kazuma Okamoto is doing about as well as expected. He is not a superstar yet, but he is a useful player, a reliable hitter, a good addition to the team. If he improves his weaknesses, especially reducing strikeouts, he could become even better.